Hey, when it comes to workout design, one thing you definitely want to remember is don't keep doing the same thing. I constantly talk to people, and as I interview them, I ask them, what are you doing in your workout now? And they say, well, it's a great workout. I got it out of such and such magazine. And they go on and how wonderful it is. I'm like, answer the question. How long have you been doing it? 6 months, a year. I'll tell you what, you got to realize your body adapts neurologically to these routines. That's how God's designed us, and you got to shake it up. You got to change your routine. Let's say you've been on a full body routine for a while. You're doing your whole body. You've been working out 3 days a week. You need to bring the intensity up, switch it up. Here's a thought for you. How about one day you do torso, chest, back, and shoulders? How about the next day you do legs and arms? I call that a torso limb workout. Now that would be ideally a 4-day-a-week workout. You could go Monday torso, Tuesday limbs, maybe take off Wednesday or Thursday. Then you got Friday torso, Saturday limbs. Now let's talk about the torso workout and how that looks. Start with big movements. Start with compound movements. Let's say a bench press, a low row, maybe a shoulder press, okay? Maybe do a circuit on those exercises. But I love little circuits because little circuits allow you to be more efficient. You can continue to move. Do a bench press, and then within 15, 20 seconds or 30 seconds of that, provided you catch your breath, go right to the low row. Then from there, do a shoulder press or a clean and press, something for the deltoid. So we do an exercise for the chest and one for the back and one for the shoulders. You can work up to doing 3 circuits of that and then go into more selective type angles. By selective, I mean more isolated. Let's say a fly exercise for the chest, a reverse fly exercise for the back and the rear delt area. How about a lateral raise for the shoulders? Now we're just moving at one joint, we're isolating, but those joints are warmed up and those muscles are warmed up. How many sets or circuits should you perform on those 3? Once again, work up to going through 3 times. Start bringing in some different intensity enhancing ideas to bring the intensity up so you're working a little bit harder. What other areas can we work? We can work our trapezius muscle. We can do a shrug. We can do a high pull type exercise. Another way of working the trapezius muscles. Chest, back, shoulders. Look for different angles. How many exercises in total should you do? Anywhere from 10 to 15 different exercises. How many total sets should your workout have in it? 15, 25, depending upon what level of conditioning you're at. If you're a beginner, probably 10 to 15. If you're advanced, 25 to 30 sets. Repetition-wise, that's going to vary, but I love the idea of starting off with a light weight on that first set because it warms things up. You don't want to pile a lot of weight on your body in that first set because you're going to get hurt. Now let's look at the limb type workout and what that looks like. Well, that's broken up into legs and arms. And you can do it just that way. You can do one day, or rather the first part of that limb workout, you can do legs. Start with a big movement like a squat movement or a leg press movement or lunges where you're going up and down. Do 3 to 5 sets on that, a variety of different ways you can do that. And then from there, go into isolation type exercises, like a leg extension exercise where you're extending the leg and you have the seated leg extension. Or how about a leg curl? There's a standing leg curl or laying down recumbent. And you could do that on a superset fashion. Again, saving time, being efficient, going from one to the next. Don't forget about the calves. The standing calf raises, the seated calf raises. Mix it up. How many sets should you be doing for legs? Anywhere from 10 to 20 because you still got arms. And when it comes to arms, you got the bicep and the tricep, the front of the arm, the back of the arm. So look at the different angles. You could do a bicep curl, superset that with a push down. Okay, so now we're supersetting biceps with triceps. You could do a standing barbell curl and laying down on a bench doing a French press or a tricep extension. How many sets you need to do for arms? Not quite as many because it's not as big of a muscle. Maybe 9 to 15. Of course, that depends on your goal. If you want to have some big guns, you're going to have to do a few more sets. You're going to have to bring the intensity up. Okay? So we have torso and limbs. And you know what else you can do in that limb workout? You can hit a totally different idea in a limb workout where one day on the limbs, you do an exercise for the legs, then for the arms, then for the legs, then for the arms. And you get something that I refer to as peripheral heart action because the heart is pumping the blood down here and then back up here. So you get more of a circulatory benefit. Lots of different ideas as far as how you mix that up, but what's important for you to realize is that you mix it up. So on workout design today, the idea was torso and limbs. It's a 4-day split routine. So we're bringing the intensity up. Give it a shot. Tell me what you think.